Welcome back to the JVN YouTube channel, guys. This is the video I had on hold for you guys, how I made $100,000 in 1 year at age 21. Now the trucking videos are coming close to an end. I have about 3 more videos planned, and we're going to be talking a little bit about my first jobs I had this year and how I made $100,000, because most of the people that make that much money usually make it online. I made most of my money from a blue-collar job, which was trucking. So let's get straight into the video, guys. Alright guys, so let's get started with my first job of the year. So after having my CDL license for 7 months, I was looking for my second job, which was in construction, because my future plans were to become an owner-operator. So the year before that, I did agriculture, so now it was time to get into construction down in the Bay Area. So the pay there was about $22 an hour, a little bit lower than expected because I was young and I'm a big risk for insurance companies. That usually pays around 25, but I was getting paid about 22. So during that job, we mostly did right there, I'll put some clips on the screen. What we mostly did right there was haul dirt. We had some really cool Optimus Prime themed trucks, which was super fun. We would go to big houses, help them level out the land, drop some dirt, pick up dirt, all that stuff, grindings, a lot of good stuff. So that job was one of my favorite jobs. As you guys can see here, we had the Optimus Prime squad. There's a little picture of the money I would save during that time. Most of those jobs were in the city too, like right here we're in Oakland. We're getting a road ready for new pavement, and here we are in the Optimus Prime trucks, man. So that was one of the best jobs I've had so far. So then after that, I decided to, you know what, I'm gonna stay here for a while. I worked there 3 months and then COVID hit. So as you guys can see, most of the work we got there was in the city, and it was really good pay. I was averaging there about $4,500 a month. I worked there 3 months. So we'll do the math on that real quick. So in 3 months there, I was able to make $12,600 working in the Bay Area. But like I said, COVID hit, so we had no more work there. My only option was getting a job anywhere I could. So the jobs we had here locally, I had a job that was available for me in a warehouse. So in that warehouse job, the listing said they're gonna be paying $15 an hour. I said, you know what, I'd rather have money than I'll be making money, so I'm gonna go work there. As soon as we got there, they got a COVID raise to $17 an hour, and then a California raise to $20 an hour. And then the craziest thing is I went to a warehouse called DHL. I'm gonna put some pictures too. There's me and my cousin, we both went there since we were both trucking together. And there's my blurry picture of my ID, but just proof that I was there. And then I'm gonna put some pay stubs on the screen there too. The crazy thing that happened with that company is they handle a lot of medical equipment. So the cool thing is, we would get paid $20 an hour, and we were told if you guys work 6 days, 10 hours, you guys get a $1,000 bonus. So that means if we did the 6 days, 10 hours, we would bring home about $2,200 in a week to $2,100. So I did around 4 to 5 weeks there at DHL. Here are the pay stubs, guys. You guys can see them. And there in 1 month, I made $7,500, which was crazy. And they just come to show, man, $100,000 is not as far as it seems, because when I was younger, I thought it was really hard to make those $100,000. But I even worked at a warehouse, come on, and $22 an hour at trucking. So after that, we got a call back from my old boss in the Bay Area saying, hey, things are starting to pick up. Seems pretty busy work over here. You guys can come and check it out, see if, you know, it continues growing. So we went there, me and my cousin went back together. We had a lot of work there, stayed busy, worked 10, 12-hour days, and that month we were able to bring home $4,500. So yeah, guys, $4,500 because we went back. There's a lot of work in the city. COVID was starting to go down a little bit, so we got our hopes up saying, you know what, there's gonna be more work here. But like I said, I was planning all this time to become an owner-operator. So I knew coming June I was gonna be ready to buy a truck and go into agriculture, which I studied last year. So I studied it last year, so this year was minimal risk. I knew how everything worked and was running. So that month I made $4,500, my last month over there in construction. And then this is where things started to pick up again. So this is where the real money comes in place. So after that, I bought a semi truck, be putting some pictures on the screen. So I was looking at a 2013 Freightliner Cascada for $28,000. I put a down payment on it and I quickly paid it off with the money I was making as an owner-operator. As you guys know, owner-operators make more money than drivers. So the driver only gets about 20 to 30%, and owner operators get paid around $1,000, but you do have to cover all the expenses. So I decided to start a YouTube channel with that too. It went pretty well on the YouTube channel. Thank you guys for the support. Then after that, I was able to bring in $84,000 in the trucking as an owner operator in about 4 months. Now, like I said, that's gross. After all my expenses and everything, I could profit $48,000, which was awesome. 4 months, $48,000 take home, averaging around 11K a month. Pretty good numbers right there. So that's what my goal was ever since last year. So I've been planning all this year. But as you guys can see, I was working at a warehouse job, so that helped me out immensely too. $7,500 there. Every penny counts. So that was the main part of my income this year. And you guys can see, I sold my semi truck too, so I only kept 48K profit. I did trucking just to make a quick buck, get out, and then open my own restaurant. So I sold my semi truck too, bought it for 28, sold it for 27. So this year, thanks to trucking, I brought in a total of $84,000, and I kept $75,000 after selling my truck and everything. So I'm saving a lot of the money I'm making, which was one of my biggest goals. So after that, so while I was editing the video, the audio completely cut off, so we just finished it off here at the office. So we were adding all the numbers, we come to a grand total of $99,600. So here we move on to the YouTube. So with YouTube, I started the channel from 0 subscribers, and I was able to bring in $3,000 in the first 4 months, which I really want to thank you guys for all the support. And I did have a couple of partnerships here and there, and some Zoom calls I did too, consultations. So with all those numbers, we come to a grand total of $4,400 for the YouTube earnings. So if we added those two up, the $99,000 and the $4,400 from YouTube, we come to a grand total of $104,000 for the year at 21 years old of pre-tax earnings. So I really want to thank you guys for showing a lot of support, because if it wasn't for you guys, I would have probably stayed at $99,000, which is crazy. So for the year, like I was saying, it was a big goal of mine to make that 100K, and I wanted to make this video to show you guys that it might not be as far as you think. I always thought 100K was very far away, but as you guys saw, this year I was jumping from job to job, and I was still able to make that money. Now I did want to mention that in gross income, it was a total of $113,000, but I did deduct my insurance, my diesel, and a bunch of stuff, and I did use some of that money to pay off the truck. That's why I'm including it in the income portion, and we're left with $104,000. Now I'm happy to say I saved over 75% of my money, because like I said, I'm saving up for a new business, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys that process soon. The food truck I ordered is 5 weeks away, so as soon as that gets here, we're going to be pumping up some food truck content, and I'm going to show you guys how we're going to start from zero and hopefully grow that business too. Now I did want to add too that I'm going to be making about 3 or 4 more trucking videos. I'm going to go visit my old boss, do a little ride along with them, show you guys the cool trucks they have, and I am going to be doing a video with the company I've been working with. We're going to be answering all your questions about your EIN number, DOT, and all that good stuff. So make sure you guys drop it down in the comments so I can answer all your questions in that video. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.